did so brilliantly is, and we've touched on it a little bit, but it can't be said enough, is they've kept the integrity of what Archie's all about, which is friendship, family, community. I mean, that's foundational to what we're about, right? And so it's interesting because we had this TV show Riverdale, which was pretty successful, but that was just one heightened version of what the Archies were, right? What this film is, what our new film is, it's really goes back to the roots and the beginning of what this whole IP is all about. And what I'm hoping, of course, is that because this is a more authentic version of what Archie is, that through the wonderful power of Netflix, people around the world really get to learn and know and love what Archie is all about, because it's in the film. It's all there. All the characters are there. And I have to tell you, it may be an overused word, but it's authentic. Yeah. That's what I love the most about this movie. It's authentic to what the Archies are all about. And I'm hoping people around the world love it and embrace it as much as I do. And my whole Archie team in New York loves this. So, from Archie Ground Zero, the real people who are going to really take a look at it, oh my God, they've fallen in love with this thing. They really have.
Zoya and Rima, when you're writing this, is there a pressure, or maybe pressure is not, it has a bit of a negative connotation. Are you writing it saying, we need to make this authentic, we need to tell the story, but it needs to work for a global audience? In that, is it different from writing a Gully Boy or writing a Bollywood film?
Firstly, we co-wrote this with Aisha Dimitri, and she's not here, but we've co-written it with Aisha Dimitri, so we just want to bring her here. Yeah. No, this had a multi-layers, not just like it needs to work for India and the world, because you are on Netflix. It's going to go to 190 countries. I'm representing here, and I'm representing the Indian film industry, and I need to speak a language that can connect to anyone. Like we went to Brazil for Tudor, and it was insane, the fans. So you are aware that it has to connect to home base, but it's on a platform that goes to these countries, and it needs to hold up, The second thing is, we are talking about a generation, we're talking about 1964, but that needs to connect to Gen Z, which is 2023. That's another distance you have to cover. So there were many, then you have to connect to Archie fans that are going to come in there for nostalgia, and they're going to come in there to judge you, and then you're going to connect to people that do not know Archie at all, and they're going to be like, okay, so what is this? Does this hold up? So there were a lot of boxes to tick.
And how does one do that?
Watch the film. Your head down, work and hope for the best.
A lot of writing and a lot of layering. Were you always clear that, again, maybe for the fans, I love that Jughead's crown is now the beret, but there are these little nods which are, Dilton's spectacles, Archie's sort of orange hair. Were these? What was your plan in terms of how visually, how did you want to take what was on the page and put it on screen? Were there a lot of conversations about that?
Yeah, we wanted to keep the haptics to all those elements without making them unbelievable. Right. So we tried everything on Jughead. We tried the OG crown. We even tried a Manali topi. We tried everything, but then also we have to see what the actor looks best in. But we knew he had to have headgear. Betty had to have lighter hair, but we didn't want to go blonde with it, and we wanted to keep it in the colors of the Anglo community, you know what I mean? Yeah. So they have from light brown to brown so keep it a little bit real and fits into what we're doing, but give a hat tip to what the original characters were. So Veronica with her raven, black hair. So we did that. And the milkshakes, my production designer did not make it American, the deli. If you look at Pop Plates, it's like a cafe that you would find in a hill station, or like an Irani joint, or one of those things more than an American deli.